100 naira eko. Esamba seko.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another exciting edition of the program Lagos This Morning. Today being the 19th of April 2023. And this morning we'll be giving to you updates in Lagos State and also across the Federation. I am Olajide Taufik Olamide and I have with me here my wonderful co-host.
Good morning, viewer. You're welcome to this wonderful edition of the program Lagos This Morning. I know you had a wonderful night rest. And also I want to ask, hope you're ready to join us on this ride today because we have lots of stories on our line.
Yeah, we have a lot of serious topics to discuss this morning. But before then, let's take a look at the top stories, the major stories we have for you today. Yesterday we saw, the Adamawa controversy actually came to an end yesterday as Fintiri defeated Binani to win second time.
That's I was actually I wasn't surprised though, but I just felt that, okay, yes, this man was leading and he needed to still win and all of that. Because had it been that they had declared the other woman winner, it wouldn't have been funny.
At all.
And I know PDP won't take it at all.
They won't take it lightly.
Okay, on to the next we have, I'll prosecute those behind Adamawa election. That's coming from FIASCO, that's Fiasco.
All right, Obi not qualified to rule Nigeria, Apapa-Led Labour Party faction. I think there's a lot of controversy in the Labour Party now.
Federal government set to tackle Nigeria's food deficit, says Minister.
Why Nigeria is poor despite potential, Adeleke Mamora.
Why Obi won in Southeast? That's coming from Umahi, the Ebonyi State Governor.
Kalu, the right man for Senate presidency, American Center Director, says.
Is that bribe? Subsidy removal, best economic decision to reduce Nigeria's debt, coming from LCCI.
Labour Party National Executive Council suspends acting chairman Apapa. 5 others.
Did I believe that the person that said Obi is not qualified to rule Nigeria?
Exactly, has been suspended now. All right, moving on, let's take a look at the traffic update in and around Lagos State today. Let's take a look at the traffic update from Egbeda and Iyanokpaja.
Isheri roundabout, inward Egbeda, Banire and Moshalashi roundabout is very good to go. Just little delay at Egbeda intersection. Return journey back to Isheri from Moshalashi, Egbeda, Siliet is very good to go.
Inwards and outward Akomonjo is in order. Moshalashi roundabout, inwards Bako, it's also good to go. Abeson Estate roundabout, Estate Gate down to Abule Egun is fast moving traffic at the moment. Return journey from Abule Egun to Abeson roundabout is a steady moving traffic due to the morning rush. From there to Akin Ogun, Moshalashi is a moving traffic. Outward to Kokumo, Alaguton is also good to go. Faster moving traffic from there to Yanokpaja roundabout and route Alagba. Return journey from Express and Alagba outward to Yanokpaja roundabout, Alaguton, Alimosho and Moshalashi is also in an excellent shape. Return journey from Express and Alagba outward Yanokpaja roundabout, Alaguton, Moshalashi are in good shape. Slight delay under the bridge due to the commercial and commuters activities. Return journey from Dokpemu to Adialu, Araromi, Iyanokpaja pedestrian bridge down to Pleasure is a fast moving traffic.
Looking at the traffic update from Ikorodu Road traffic update, we have Ikorodu roundabout inward Benson is slow onto commercial businesses buses activities. Beyond Benson is good to go down to Ile Ekpo. Immediately after Ile Ekpo, it gets busy all through to Ikosi Junction due to morning rush. Movement inward fruit market is slow but good via toll gate. Onward journey to the interchange en route Ojota is okay aside commercial buses activities coupled with pedestrian crossing going on at Ojota. Gani Faweyimi lope via Ojota through the service lane is slow. We also have better movements exiting Ojota down to Palm Grove but slow towards Onikpan en route Fadeyi. Ascending Dorman Long Bridge is okay, but slow ascending Ojuelegba Bridge onto commercial buses activities.
Ojuelegba Bridge in Inward Stadium is okay, but slow at Alaka onto the presence of tankers in Inward Ijora Sifax. Busy moving traffic on Eko Bridge, Ijora Olopa intersection through Water Corporation. Movement inwards Ido intersection connecting Kata Bridge is also good, but slow en route Elegbata. Onwards journey Leventis, UBA roundabout CMS by Odunlami intersection is quite okay aside the alternation delays. And also movement along Outer Marina inwards the State House is moving fine as of this moment. There's an update of an accident between a loaded trailer and a truck on Eko Bridge inwards Alaka intersection, blocking the entire main carriageway while diversion towards Costain is in progress. No effect on traffic for now, awaiting men of the police force for proper documentation of this scenario.
Moving on to flash update from Victoria Island. A broken down crane at Kilimanjaro intersection having a mechanical problem. Owners cited making effort to repair it while effect on traffic for now. And controlling the traffic.
All right, let's go straight to Idumota traffic update. For now, we are still enjoying free flow of traffic in and out of Kata Bridge, while movement from underneath Idumota Bridge inwards Johnny Enyeyo connecting Balogun Street also looking excellent at the moment. Tinubu Square connecting Nnamdi Azikwe Street and route Tom Jones intersection is equally good for now. While traffic from Oyebanji roundabout connecting Adeniji Adele Road through Obas Palace and Police Post is very much okay as of this time. Ilubirin connecting Kata Bridge inwards Ijora is also good to go, while Ibuteru connecting back to Police Post is looking good and well. Excellent as well. As soon as we get more updates across Lagos State, we'll make sure to divulge information to you to ease the movement around Lagos State. Let's take a look at the newspaper front pages we have for you this morning.
Looking at the newspaper front page, we'll be starting with New National Star, and right on the front page of New National Star newspaper, we have Adamawa resident jubilate as INEC declares Fintiri governor-elect. More troubles for Hudu Ari as INEC asks IGP to arrest, prosecute, disgrace, wreck. Bilani denies giving sacked wreck 2 billion naira bribe.
IG removes Adamawa CP over supplementary polls. More on page 2 of the National Star.
8 abducted female students escape from kidnappers den in Kaduna State.
Federal government to pay over 300 billion naira stamp duty backlogs to states.
NNPC remains reinstatement around 500 billion naira against federal government.
Aviation industry lost over 1 billion naira to workers' strike. That's coming from the NCAA.
Subsidy removal. We have federal government set to implement 40% pay rise for workers.
Death stowaway found in KLM flight from Lagos.
Why Nigeria remains poor despite huge fortunes coming from minister.
Court stopped PDP from suspending Governor Nyesom Wike and Fubara and others.
NBA appeals for release of ex-president Wale.
Moving on to the next newspaper we have right in front of us here, which is
Daily Sun.
Right at the top right corner, we have Buhari to commission second Niger bridge before May 29. Gambari.
Aviation workers locked out of offices as unions lay siege to Lagos International Airport.
Court nullifies Ararume's removal as NNPC board chairman award 5 billion naira damages.
APC expels Senator Goje over anti-party activities.
Scores of bandits, vigilante kidnap victims killed in Niger gun duel.
Moving on to the next, we have leadership. And right on the front page, at the left-hand side, we have NANS deploys rejection of LG autonomy by state.
Moving on, we have Gombe APC expels Goje, court summons ward chairman.
Fintiri survives Binani onslaught, returns elected.
47 days to go, federal government launches 5-year strategic internal security plan.
On Alarume case, we also have lawyers, experts raise concerns on NNPCL stability.
Strike day 2, aviation union issues fresh ultimatum.
Court clears ASCSN president 3 orders of human trafficking charges.
All right, let's move on to the next newspaper, the Nigeria Standard. Just at the top left corner, we have imposed taxes on tobacco to reduce consumption.
Ethnic, religious bigotry played during 2023 elections.
Cholera outbreak, Nigeria registers 79 deaths, 1,336 suspected cases.
Fintiri of PDP wins Adamawa supplementary election coming from INEC. Terrorist kills scores of residents in fresh attack on communities. Federal government to host International Energy Summit.
All right, let's move on to the next one, which is the Vanguard. We have the Vanguard right in front of me right here. At last, INEC declares Fintiri a winner of Adamawa gubernatorial elections.
Kidnapped Kaduna female students escape from terrorist den.
China denies funding terrorists to access Nigerian mineral reserves.
Aviation workers adamant over total shutdown of airport.
Well, I actually think those the Minister for Aviation should, as of this time, be looking for a way, or should have found a way to get through to his people and just find a way to negotiate with them.
No, until they are being affected personally,
Exactly.
they wouldn't act.
Because
That
there's
is
a report now that just for 2-3 days that they've started the strike now, they've lost about 1 billion naira. So I think these people should be thinking of what they stand to lose if these people go on strike. If it outweighs the good side, then you don't allow them to go. You have to pay them.
One thing is that I believe that these people, they're already used to we Nigerians, There's no how, they don't think, or they can't see them protesting for 1 week. So they believe that after a few days, they will just go and rest. Probably they will come, meet us, try for us to negotiate with them. Then they will definitely get tired and everything will cool off. I think that's what they are believing for.
Okay.
On to the next, we have my family conspired against me, voted Peter Obi, coming from Omahi.
On presidential elections, I am not afraid of lies, propaganda. That's coming from the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi.
10th NANS, why South deserves Senate presidency, coming from Pan Def.
Flight cancellation, passengers to get 100% immediate return, NCAA.
Alarume, lawyers on NNPCL stability. Court restores him as NNPCL chairman.
And also on sport, Barcelona, Benfica and Porto monitor gifts. Orban.
Moving on to the next, we have the Punch. And right on the front page of the Punch, we have striking workers begin airport shutdown next week.
Shell removes 460 illegal connections on Trans-Niger pipeline.
On National Assembly leadership, APC Working Committee awaits Tinubu Adamu's meeting. You see the full story on page 8 of the Punch.
Wow. Husband tackles Lagos hospital as wife dies after childbirth. More on page 4 and 6.
We have the story coming from Warri Delta State. They say things fall apart in Warri. That story, I think you need to go look at it. It's on page 3 of the Punch.
I didn't pay 2 billion naira for declaration, says Binani as court rejects request to stop results.
Fintiri floors Binani, NEC takes Rex case to Buhari. Fintiri pulls 430,861 votes to defeat APC candidate. 13 others PDP supporters jubilate.
Moving on to the next. Moving on to Daily Trust. Right there we have look for Shawwal moon tomorrow. Sultan urges Muslims.
POS operator arrested for spending 280 million naira mistakenly sent to his account. See why I read that. I mean, why?
Oh my goodness, 280 million mistakenly sent to his account.
That's not child's money. Like, that's a huge amount of money there.
It happened in Kwara State, and what the person did was that person sent some people on they sponsored them on pilgrimage. Well, I don't know. He has actually spent part of the money, so I think that's why he's been arrested. But had it been to some extent, maybe he had invested the money to buy maybe some things, By now, maybe you should just say, okay, this person that mistakenly sent this money, should just see it as borrowing him. The next 1 year, he will return it with dividends.
We need to move on to the next newspaper front page. Let's look at the Guardian. Let's see what the Guardian has for us. All eyes on judiciary as Nigerians await hearing of election petition.
Fintiri laughs last. Reckless resident electoral commissioner faces prosecution.
Court voids Oluomos Park and Garages revalidates return.
Interesting. Ask pipeline abandoned. AKK pipeline abandoned over alleged 570% inflated contract sum.
Nigeria is funny. 70%. Nigeria is funny. Let's move on. Let's take a look at Daily Independent. Oh my God. Court reinstates Lagos written nullifies appointment of caretaker committee. Moving on, we also have Adamawa Guba. Court refuses Bidani's ex parte motion against INEC and Fintiri.
Gunmen kidnap ex-NBA president Wali, kill 2 aides in Rivers State.
INEC asks IGP to investigate, prosecute Adamawa REC. IGP replaces Adamawa CP over governorship election.
Again, striking workers block access to international airport. Issues 7-day ultimatum to federal government to accede to their demands.
Labour Party expels Abayomi, ratifies suspension of Apapa-Led 5 orders, extends tenure of Apapa-Led NWC by 12 months.
We have resisted coupists, enemies of democracy, thus coming from Atiku.
Gombe State APC expels former Governor Goje for anti-party activities.
Nigeria has been rescued from descent into the abyss. PDP governors, I think they're talking about the Adamawa state elections. Okay.
We be moving on to the next newspaper front page.
Nigerian Tribune. All right, with 32,073 votes margin, Fintiri floors Binani as INEC declares him Adamawa governor-elect.
Abure gets 12 months extension as Labour Party NEC suspends Apapa 5 orders.
Interesting. Subsidy removal, best economic decision to reduce Nigeria's debt.
8 kidnapped. Why am I always saying 8 like as if 8 is being kidnapped? Okay, God help me this morning. 8 kidnapped female students of Kaduna School escaped from terrorist den.
Court sacks park managers, reinstates RTA in Lagos.
Aviation workers give federal government 7-day ultimatum. Heavy security presence at Lagos airport.
Search for Shawwal moon tomorrow, Sultan tells Muslims. I think that means Eid might be on Friday. Probably. Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, but Monday will still be a holiday, I guess, because of
Monday
Saturday.
And Tuesday. If it's on Saturday, that means Monday and Tuesday will probably be holiday.
Wow, that means you're going on holiday. All right, moving on, we have INEC sends probe. Prosecution of Adamawa REC, right IGP SGF. Court denies to hear Binani's motion against INEC. Queries jurisdiction. IGP removes Adamawa CP. Draft Gombe CP for completion of poll. Atiku PDP governors congratulate Fintiri.
Wow. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Away from the newspaper front pages to the top stories. Adamawa gubernatorial election, Fintiri defeating Binani. Finally, yesterday we saw the declaration from the residents.
You know, funny enough, I saw a video where Binani gave an acceptance speech while the collection of results have not been completed. You know, when the REC declared her winner of the election, I saw a video where she was giving an acceptance speech. I was like, wow. You know, this, I don't know, should we say, why should she do that? Or should we blame the REC? Or who should we blame exactly? But then, we have a governor-elect now.
Yeah, we have a governor-elect now, finally, in Adamawa State, and the controversy has been put to bed now. But there are insinuations that Binani, the APC governorship aspirant, paid the resident electoral commissioner, paid the person who announced the results the sum of 2 billion naira to start all the old issues. So by the time he announces the results, she would just immediately, you know, read out the acceptance letter. Then they say go to court and start dragging it.
Well, it could be true, and it might not still be true that she paid 2 billion naira. Might be true.
You know, it's just there are so many controversies right now, but it's just it boils down to how not so good things are in the system of Nigeria now, because there was a police officer was actually beside this man when he actually announced it. The resident electoral commissioner. No, it was not the resident electoral commissioner that announced. Someone else announced the result. A police officer was beside him. From information that
that's not a police commissioner.
A commissioner was beside him. Even a DSS official was beside him, which means he didn't act just on his own. He was acting based on some orders from somewhere. I won't say orders from above or something, but orders from somewhere else aside that particular space where he actually announced that result. You
know, from things that we've been seeing online ever since during the weekend and early this on Monday, and so, you know, some people have been dragging not just the REC now. They've been dragging Mahmoud Yakubu. They said you are the one that started this whole thing.
Exactly.
Had it been you were sincere and transparent enough during the presidential election, this man wouldn't have had the guts to do what he did. That means, and also for him to have done that, you know, it's possible that he had gotten maybe he got the instruction or the leading from you being the national chairman.
Yeah, that's why we always try to say everywhere on this program, every day on this program, that leaders, what you do, they say leadership is followership. It is what the leaders do. That is what the followers would
you know, there's something that I usually say. The oil that goes, like, if you want to pour oil on the head, it goes from the head now, comes down to the beer. You know, from the head to the beer. So the head there is the national chairman, then the beers are the REC. So they did what got to this place was what was applied there.
Exactly. It's just like pouring water on your head. It actually, you know,
come down to the body. Stay there. Definitely.
So anything they're doing, they should consider those that are behind them. If you do something bad and you go scot-free with it, then you're telling those behind you that they can also do the same thing and they'll go scot-free with it.
But, well, we pray that the man will actually be prosecuted adequately.
Well, some people are now saying that it is a lose-lose situation for APC right now. Because now, this woman, Binani, was in the House of Senate before, you know, trying to become the first governor, the first female governor of Nigeria. Now, there's no way she can go back to the Senate anymore. That seat has been occupied by someone else.
And she should go and rest.
She tried to be a governor. Now she would now have to, you know, some people are saying she will go back to the kitchen.
She should go and rest. You know, I don't understand Nigeria though. You were in the Senate and you finish, you want to occupy a different, you start vying for another position, and see, when you've ruled, at some point you give yourself rest. And give others too the chance of coming up, you know.
But now she's not going anywhere anymore.
Yeah, that's why I said
political office right now.
That's why she should. There are people who are under her influence. She should advise them or lead them to do the right thing or what they should do.
All right, if you're watching us on this program, you can hit on the like button. You can also drop your comment. What do you think? Now, also moving on to the story we have in front of us right now. Obi not qualified to rule Nigeria. Apapa-Led Labour Party faction.
You know, sometimes I would have asked Onyeku that thing. That's you know. Who said that? Like, you know, in literature, there's something they say. Who made these statements? To whom? On what occasion? You know, stuff like that. So, like, I think we need to like read this story the way it is. But before we do that, we'll take a short break. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned into Flip TV. We'll be right back after the break to look at these stories and also to see the comments coming up.
And you can also have the opportunity to contribute by calling in to the program as well. Don't go nowhere.
We'll be right back.
100 naira ko, Esamba seko. Andra nereko, Esamba seko.
Alright guys, welcome back to the program Lagos this morning. If you're watching us, you can smash the like button. You can also drop your comment. Let's take a look at the comments we have today on the program.
We have Chris Ogenetega all the way, you know. He says, Nayopa. I don't want to read that.
Yeah.
Mr. Chris came with bass this morning. So please, pardon us if we're not able to read out this bass the way it is here today. Ola Adewale said, good morning, guys. And it's been a while. Hope all is well with Flip TV. Yes, yeah. All is well with our soul. It is well with our soul. You said, where is the contraction heading? Hope not to the cliff.
Well, only God knows.
Yeah, definitely. Ola, they will say na Ogun. Ooh. Welcome, Push Mom. Good morning to us all. Good morning,
Yeah,
Push
good
Mom.
morning. Good
Mrs.
morning, Miss
Gladys Oyabo said
Gladys.
good morning to you all. Good morning too, ma'am. You're welcome to the show this morning.
All right, let's look at the factional chairman of Labour Party, Bashir Apapa, saying that Peter Obi is not qualified to, become the president of Nigeria. What does he mean by that?
Oh,
I think
wow.
there is controversy in the Labour Party right now, having factional chairman. And some people are insinuating that it is being influenced by some kind of element from outside that political space, from outside Labour Party.
It's possible.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. So let's take a look at the story. Factional chairman of the Labour Party, Bashir Apapa, has declared the Asaba National Executive Committee meeting of the party as illegal, stating that its presidential candidate, Peter Obi, not qualified to rule the country. It further said the presence of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has exposed him as disobedient to the Federal High Court order in Abuja, which sustained the restraining order on the national chairman of the Labour Party and 3 others from parading themselves as officials of the party. The Apapa faction of the party leadership said it had access to a letter of invitation to the Asabanek meeting of the Labour Party signed by the embattled chairman of the party, Comrade Julius Abure, and said he has no much powers given the restraining order of the court.
Well, everything boils down to the fact that this is a factional chairman, and you don't expect him to speak in support of Peter Obi. Julius Abure is the chairman of Labour Party that we all know.
The national chairman.
The national chairman of Labour Party that everyone knows very well. Until, last month when Apapa, came out from nowhere, has been said by the people, to just, claim to be the Labour Party chairman. So you don't expect someone who have just come out of somewhere else to, be in support of Peter Obi. So I think there is no, it doesn't really, have a lot of weight like that. Had it been he started supporting Peter Obi, like Peter Obi should be the president of Nigeria, they should even be surprised by then that how did he start supporting him? But now for him to come out and say he's not qualified to rule Nigeria, I think it's just coming from his side being the factional president.
The thing there is, when someone makes a statement, that we should also try to have facts to sustain it.
Yeah.
You just said this man is not qualified to be president of Nigeria. On what grounds? The statement you made, where is your on what basis?
On what basis
is your statement or your statements coming from? But mind you, some people who don't really know who this man is, but once they say that he's a factional chairman, that means he's part of Labour Party. And for someone who is in this political party and who is a little bit close to the presidential candidate of that political party, that means he has seen 1 or 2 things that make him to make this kind of statement. Do you understand? And also, this kind of statement might still make people to start withdrawing themselves or start losing interest. Just like the video we saw on Twitter a few minutes ago before we came on set, whereby there was this basin and then there was something being thrown in. Then a dog was trying to scratch,
to take the bone.
That shows, okay, this is Labour Party, this is APC. This is Labour Party, as they describe Labour Party as the dog, not Labour Party, Peter Obi, and then the bone is the evidence that the Labour Party has against the APC, but then they cannot bring it out. You get? They are trying all possible means to bring out the evidence, but the evidence is stuck in there. You can see it, but you can't bring it out. There's nothing you can do about it. So, but this kind of thing too might even make some people like, see, the deed has been done. Let's just try to move on. Trying to discourage others as well. Yeah. That's just it for me.
Well, for me, from my point of view personally, I don't think anything good can come out of a factional, what's it called, president or chairman or something, because the party was won before you came into the picture. But you calling yourself a factional chairman, that means you've divided the party into 2. Which ought to be just one. Just have one national chairman and even a one vice chairman or something. It should be like hierarchically like that. But you've divided the ship into 2, and you're even dragging other people to your side, which means you want to You want to sink the ship if you can't become the national
Or
champion.
maybe the person also has a mission, to divide or to discourage people, stuff like that.
Okay, federal government set to tackle Nigeria's food deficit, says minister. The minister has come out to say that the federal government should be doing more to tackle the food deficit. But personally, I'm seeing it from another angle that if they would actually tackle any food deficit and the like, they need to first of all work on the insecurity, because all the whole sectors are interwoven. You can't leave one. For us to have sufficient food for Nigerians, farmers can't go to their farm now due to the herdsmen and the farmer issue and the bandits, Boko Haram and the likes. If there is security, adequate security, people will be able to go to the farm and in turn, we'll have food for the people
And
be
also,
able to export
mind
as
you,
well.
mind you, this is rainy season, and we've been warned against
flood is
flood.
coming.
I think the insecurity and the coming flood needs to be tackled before we talk about tackling Nigeria's food deficits.
Exactly. But I'm looking at it now, the insecurity and the flooding, it is faster to curb the insecurity than the flooding. You can't start building the dam now and say maybe in the next 2 months or 2 weeks that you complete the dam. It's not possible. Even in a year, you might not even complete.
But I kind of, is there nothing that can be done, even if it's not the building of the dam might take a while, but then is there nothing else that can actually be done at this time other than, because this, truth as it is, the flood is rainy season.
Exactly.
And definitely some local governments, if not states, might be affected.
Of course.
In order not to allow, in order not for people to lose their means of livelihood, their shelter, something has to be done.
Exactly.
Right? So that's actually where I'm looking at it. Okay, is it that they have to start moving people to the IDP camps again, or there's something I honestly do not know about that.
Well, if you're watching us and you have your contributions on the food deficit in Nigeria, you can actually drop a comment. You can also call in. The number would be dropped on your screen now for you to call in and contribute to the program. So also they should work on the insecurity. If there is if the insecurity is at a low rate, because I can't say they will actually totally eradicate it. There is no way on the surface of the planet that is 100% safe. There will surely be one or two deficiencies security wise, but if they reduce this to the barest minimum, probably maybe right now is everyday attack. We just hear it from Benue State, from Kaduna, from
Kaduna. What's happening in Kaduna? Like, there is no month that will pass you wouldn't hear someone is being abducted. Farmers and herdsmen, or even the kidnappers kidnapped. Why? Kaduna State. Just when people say,
Benue, to be precise, Benue people and some youth are actually coming out now in Benue State to say that some security operatives are safeguarding these people that are attacking them. Right?
I actually saw a post yesterday. I think that was in Benue State. Someone said when some people are being kidnapped and killed, then the security operatives in Benue State are doing nothing. If it is just a cow that is being killed, you will see them coming to make arrests.
Of course.
Now the question is, do they value cows more than human in this country?
Well,
there was these stories that went so viral some time ago, that Nigeria is this country whereby cows are being valued more than human lives. But looking at what that man said in Benue State, and then it seems to be like that's true.
Okay, we have a caller right now.
Yes, let's take a look at that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Daddy.
Good morning, sir. You're welcome to the show. Mr. Udeze Chima, you're welcome.
How are you guys doing?
We are doing great, thank you.
Yeah. I can see some more. I'm in my working place, but I need to do some sleeping before I continue what I'm doing.
You said what, sir?
I said I'm in my working place, but I need to fix one or two things before I go.
Okay,
right,
sir. The floor is yours.
Yeah, before because I was watching you online this morning. I was laughing, you know, about this Apapa or Mr. Olodi Apapa. I don't know what it is name. It looks like a very great master, you know. When I look at Nigerian things, you know, Nigerian politicians are they are one of the most dangerous politicians that I have ever seen in life. You can liken them to mafias, are you getting me? People can do everything humanly possible to make sure that light doesn't come to Nigeria. So that they will continue with rising poverty and using it against the people. Because once they keep the people poor, whenever they want to achieve their useless ambition of doing that, they reach themselves and their families without the interest of the masses at heart. So it just, you know, like for instance, the senator that receives 30 million naira every month.
Yeah.
In a year, it's 350 million naira. This one is what person receives in a year. But whenever a law comes to Nigeria for them to make a minimum wage, increase the minimum wage of the civil servants that all around and works from morning to night without working, it will be difficult for them, you know. Now, in 4 years, calculate 30 million naira times 4 years, you know. That means what another senator is in Nigeria is not even one month of his salary to campaign again and get back to office. He can reach 30 million and use it to bribe whatever he wants to bribe and see his strength in the office again. You know, this is Nigeria we see and find ourselves. But many people that don't know where their problem lies, they will leave the main conflict and start targeting innocent people, innocent man like Peter Obi. Now, Mr. Back to Apapa of what? I want the people to go straight to the front and call it names. Yes, will not grow. Nobody will die. Nobody will kill people. Understand? Mr. Apapa was intentionally planted in the Labour Party to destroy the party, okay? That is his ambition in the Labour Party. Mr. Apapa is a staunch member of APC. He is a member of the true soldier of Mr. Tinubu, the president-elect. You know, he's the staunch member of our people. So they planted him there to destroy the party. So that whatever the man, Mr. Peter, whatever his ambition is, they will destroy it. But not knowing that Mr. Peter, this party ambition, it's no longer a single man's ambition. Even the ambition or the whatever, it's beyond Mr. Peter at this moment. He cannot withdraw. Because the kind of masses that are behind him, especially Nigerians in diaspora, that are tired of the shenanigans going out in Nigeria daily. The Nigerians in diaspora that want to duplicate whatever they have learned here, whatever they have seen here all these years, they want to bring it back home and make the country work. But due to the situation of the country, the political situation and the stability situation, that cannot be because of these criminals that call themselves politicians are in power. So, nobody should take Mr. Apapa serious. He's a Monu. He's an insider that was planted to destroy the parties and destroy the ambition of Mr. Peter. But unfortunately, he came late. Because before he came, I didn't even plan this still on time before the election. That is why I would see actions as being more tangible. But it's beyond him or whoever. So we are living up to the country, whatever comes out of it, nobody will die. We continue our lives. But whenever I want to, the other advice I will give every obedient man out there, everything of this follow what he did. You should show violence. Don't just go and risk your life for nothing. If you die now, Nigeria will continue moving forward, and nobody will care about it because someone like Mr. MKO and the other side, up to this moment, nobody has been convicted, nobody has been questioned about his death. That means anybody can die, even Mr. Peter Obi himself. We should be very careful about this guy. He can do and do, he can go to any length to achieve their evil agenda. So if he goes to court and long run, because I know for me, I don't have any belief in the court process. I will tell the truth. But China that when them up to this moment. The court has been bought over, they are bastardized with the University of Nigeria. So the common man in the street doesn't have any hope in the nation again. Myself, like many other Nigerians, we have lost hope in the University of Nigeria. Unless this is an opportunity to reverse the wrongs they have done in the past. Unless they want to use this opportunity to reprint their names in the Guinness Book of Records, which I doubt anyway. But let's continue on because in my local dialect in Igbo land, there's an adage that says maybe not if you explain to your language. After say away heka ilanya. Okay, but not if I'm explain to him okay. We're not looking at them, opening at them. So that is it. Nobody should take this in summary. Before I leave you guys. Nobody should take Mr. Papa serious. He's a Molu. He's an insider and the game started in never past. That is true. God bless you guys and do have a lovely day.
Thank you so much, Mr. David Chima.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow.
That was exactly what you said before. You know, he's just a factional chairman. You know.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
He actually, you know, he said something in Igbo language that I said he should explain to me.
Like there's nothing past me will just they look there.
Like he should be reluctant to react to some things. He shouldn't be too hasty. Wow, that's
something like that. Okay, another caller.
Voice call from.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good
morning, sir. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Samuel. I'm calling from Norwich, in the UK.
Oh, wow. Mr.
Welcome,
Samuel, you're
Mr.
welcome to the show.
Yeah. I just want to briefly contribute to what happened in Adamawa State. That was, I will call it an electoral coup that was averted. Because if you look at what played out on Sunday, it shows that our politicians are so desperate, irrespective of the political party they belong to. So all these our politicians, they behave the same way. And the wreck, I'm expecting that by now the wreck of Adamawa State should have been arrested. Because what he did was not within his power to do that, to commit that fraud. And you see the commissioner of police and all those security agencies that sat close to the wreck when the wreck was making those announcements should have known better and they should have acted immediately, but they refused not to act because it's look as if it was planned something to do. Because if you look at what happened, Ibu Binani went and gave an acceptance speech. She is the current senator in Nigeria.
Yeah.
She knows better, and she knows that what she is doing is illegal. But because of this behavior in Nigeria of go to court, and then we know that after all, once we commit this coup, we can, the court can even be on our side because people don't even believe in the court anymore. But I want to commend INEC. In as much as I'm having some bad feelings for INEC, I think I'm commending them for what they did in Adamawa State, because that state will have been a serious crisis now. And finally, I would say for OB, the statement made by the Apapa-Led faction, I think for me it's just these are outsiders coming to cause confusion in the party. But thank God, all this crisis didn't happen before the election. So the election has been conducted. It's now up to the courts to do the needful and let us know what transpired in that election. So all these things are just to me are just distraction, just to frustrate Obi. And I want to tell Obi that he should not lose focus. They should keep, treating their case. The election has been conducted. Let them put it in court that they won it or they lost it. And then the Apapa faction can be doing whatever they want to do. Because to me, it's just a distraction. They just want to distract. Because people are saying Obi never won that election. So if the man didn't win the election, why are you now coming to cause crisis? If you believe that somebody lost an election, then leave the person alone. You don't have to be distracting him with all this detention in London, all the fake conversation with Umedepo. If the man has lost election and you can go to court to defend that man lost election, shouldn't be going after the man.
Exactly.
To me, they are just trying to distract Nigerians, from saying the truth, the truth on what transpired on February 25th. So it's just embarrassing seeing all these things. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Mr.
much,
Samuel.
Mr. Sam.
Thanks for your contribution this morning. Wow, he actually said something I picked on. If this man didn't win the election, as been said, so why the distractions?
Exactly. Because when you're certain that you are the winner, even if the other person says, okay, you want to even go to the shrine or something, you feel like, don't worry, you can actually go to.
You should just
event.
be sit down, be laughing because you've won. There's nothing happening anymore for you.
Exactly.
But then the distractions are actually much. Now a factional chairman coming to say he is not qualified to rule Nigeria, to be Nigeria's president. That is one. And some time ago he was being detained in UK for impersonation, and then plus other stuff surrounding the whole thing,
And there was also a call, an audio note
being
circulating on social media that he was talking to Bishop
Oyedepo.
the Yes Daddy audio tape or something like that. So distraction is actually much coming from has been said by people from the opposition parties, So many people are now asking that if you actually won this election and this other person, you're saying that this person has lost, and you told this person to go to court, why don't you allow him? Leave him alone. Let him get all his evidence and fact and the likes. Let him take it to the court.
And meanwhile, you order this person, if you're not satisfied about the outcome of this election, you can go to court. And now the person is in court, you're bringing distractions. Even if, sometimes too, it might also be said that these are not distractions. These are, or maybe these are not mere allegations. These are just facts. But then it is causing a distraction to the obedient supporters and also to some of the Labour Party supporters. Because as it stands now, some people will be like, some of us have lost hope.
Exactly.
Some people will not even, like, okay, whatever happens at the court, we don't want to know anymore. In fact, don't even go to court. I think we are okay with this. We didn't win, and stuff like that. Just because of the things that have been coming up ever since.
All right. Mamora, the Minister of Science and Technology and Innovation, Adeleke Mamora, has given reasons why Nigeria remains a poor country despite being blessed. He stated that a cliche of praising the abundance of natural resources will be of no value if conscious decisions are not taken to ensure the utilization of our potential into realities for our good. But that's true.
Honestly.
We said that Nigeria have over 200 million people. That alone is a market. If we are producing stuff by ourselves and we are buying it inside this
and mind you, these over 200 million people are not daft. Majority of them are productive youths.
Very, very productive.
Very, very productive and skillful youths. Nigeria is so blessed with skillful and talented people in this country. Had it been that Nigerian people are not hardworking, I don't know where we would have found ourselves.
Exactly.
But just imagine a country like Nigeria where virtually everybody fend for themselves. There are farmers out there cultivating, harvesting their crops, and there are youth out there making their money legitimately.
Yes.
Even though conditions, they always say, have pushed a lot of our youths to start doing things that are not lawful. But then Nigeria is so blessed. But I just feel that until Nigeria finds herself a good government,
leader,
and a good set of leaders, thank you for that, set of leaders, I don't think we will not really come out of this, should I say, mess that we are in. Because it seems like nothing is working, but things are actually working. Because if things are not working, there will be record of deaths, like every single day, many people dying. But then it's not like that. Why? Because Nigerians are these independent people. Individually, we just do our thing. We don't even care about what a government has to offer us. Who cares about what they are going to bring? We just do our thing. But then until we have a good set of leadership, will still be here.
Yeah, he said for us to get to where we want to be, we must develop our research and development, because the country is as developed as its research and development initiatives. He said these are key factors that determine how we grew as a country. How much is Nigeria budgeting on research every year. Compare it to other sectors now, because that's why I would always reiterate on this census of a thing. Is this the right time? Okay, even if we are doing the census now, what are the advantages? What do we want to use the result for? Okay, you want to know how many people are living in Nigeria, when even the people that you want to count don't even trust the system to come up with the actual number. They just, like, many people out there, just go out there on the street now and ask people, would they be truthful with this thing? Okay, now look at the INEC now. 300 billion was being invested into BVAS, IRF and the likes, and we have this kind of election where where some results are not being uploaded in real time as being promised and as being stated in the what's it called, Electoral Act 2022. Even if they say that, okay, the INEC can actually override the Electoral Act when it comes to transmission of results, but then so why did you budget 300 billion for the BVAS and the IRF if you know you won't follow the procedure?
This is actually very simple. If INEC had the power to override the
transmission of results, to decide how they will transmit it,
we should have been told.
Exactly.
While we were being promised about how the election was going to go, how results would be uploaded in real time, that one too could have also been stated, so that people would definitely know that, okay, since it's not like this, if it doesn't go like this for some reasons, we are going to do it this way. We could have been informed. I think we need to look at the feedbacks we got here from our viewers. Please read that, because I'm saying one Yoruba word there.
Okay, Mr. Ola Adewale said, Yoruba says ono fun ono. And that means most of the greedy politicians are focused and prepared, destroying the contraction the second time, and we need to let them. I don't really get that. It's Gladys now. Wow.
Honestly, I believe the Nawa is coming from where that man said P2B is not qualified to be president of Nigeria.
And also she said, why are we fond of destroying each other? When you destroy others, same shall meet you at your door of success.
But seriously, that
you see, majority of this
they don't care.
When we are thinking of door of success, I think we are seeing that door of success, that we are looking at it from a point of from an angle whereby we have no say, we have no hand in how the door of success comes to play. But I think our politicians, they actually build their own door of success. They build it so nobody will be able to close the door of success.
I was having a conversation with one of my neighbors yesterday when I got home. She said, most of these people that are rich today, God can just take away their wealth. I'll be like, the God I know does not work that way. Because there are some people that they've made their money, and they don't, whether they made it legitimately or illegitimately, what they know is that we are rich and we've secured this wealth for 10,000 generations to come. And there are people like that in this country, so they don't really care. So whether they destroy each other or they build it or each other, that's not really, they don't really care about that. Because we have a lot of selfish leaders and we have a lot of selfish people in our dear blessed country like Nigeria, So all those things doesn't really matter to them. Hence they are okay. Hence they are comfortable. It's not affecting them. They are cool.
Yeah, he also said we're always talking about our potential, about what we can do. So many sources of renewable energy, but potential will remain as it is until we turn them into reality. As I asked, what is the problem? Why are we so blessed and yet so poor? 122 million, more than 120 million people in multi-dimensional poverty out of 200 million people. Then that means it's only 80 million people that are above the poverty rate, poverty level, poverty line per se. Not even, there's a difference between being above the poverty line, then being in the set of those people that are totally above poverty, that they are not even prone to entering that poverty stage. It's like being top 10 and bottom 10. If you are in the top 10, if you are above that 10, look, like say if you are in the position of 9, 8, 7, you are still close to 11. You can easily drop down. But those that are in the first position, second, third to fifth, I think you're actually safe when it comes to analyzing that way. So I think Nigeria, to be precise, we have a lot of things, vast land. Yes, just I think Bauchi State also has been said by Peter Ogan, actually confirmed it. There's a particular state in the north that has, their land mass is bigger than Netherlands, the whole entire Netherlands. And Netherlands are now the major exports is food item. And we having this expanse of land can't even feed. The north can't even feed itself. Not to talk of feeding the entire Nigeria. You see, we need leaders that are visionary. Look at the United Arab Emirates today. Look at Dubai, to be precise. 60 years back, 1960, when Nigeria got their independence, how was Dubai? Now look at Dubai today that they are running.
That even Nigerians are running to.
Nigerians are now running there. That means they had visionary leaders who are hell-bent on making their country to be okay. I actually saw a video of United Arab Emirates, how they monitor their oil. They have a very big room like this, technology, everything, well furnished. There is no single drop of oil that they don't know how and where it goes to. And you check Nigeria's records, a series of oil theft, trillions of barrels, millions have been stolen on a daily basis, and we act as if everything is fine. And how much is even being budgeted for the census now, when we have there is issue of flooding coming, and also, okay, let's say the flood comes in today now, ravage people's homes, their farms have been destroyed as well.
We'll say we are not prepared.
And then there's also this 800 million US dollars what's it called, subsidy relief now being collected from the World Bank. Some people are now rejoicing. It is people can actually rejoice, but we need to ask ourselves, at what cost? Did they just give Nigeria the $800 billion like for free? Like, just go with this thing? No, there has to be some hidden cost. There have to be some way whereby we pay back to them. So they are not giving us the full information. Nigeria has gotten $800 million. How are we going to pay them back?
And the truth is, Nigeria is owing a lot of debt.
A lot.
Imagine the amount of money we are owing China. Imagine if China comes today and said, okay, we want you guys to pay us our money. Okay, imagine that China is like some of this online app. That's no, I'm just saying.
Pampy.
Imagine you are the one that called them. Imagine that China is like all this online app. By now we'll be running helter skelter. With everybody, you just hang your bag. Any country you meet yourself, and if they ask you if you're Nigerian, you better not say yes because of the debts your country is owing.
Oh God, it's just something else. I hope our leaders in the nearest future, because this set of leaders we have, they are good leaders. We have some good leaders as well. But like,
it's not as if we have good leaders, yeah. But I kind of feel that until we have selfless leaders, until we have selfless people in leadership.
Selfless.
There are people that they have good intentions. Yeah, we also understand that some people have good intentions before they get into power.
Yeah.
Because that sort of power is not a joke.
Oh, exactly.
It's not a joke. Sometimes I feel that there could be forces on that seat. Because you don't tell me that someone who wants to go into office and have a bad intention for the people that he's going to serve.
Those forces that are on that seat, driving the person insane or something, are the godfathers. And those people that are calling themselves the movers and shakers
of Nigeria,
that are calling themselves the owners, that is just the plain fact. There is no any spiritual force there.
I asked someone one day, like, who owns Nigeria exactly?
If there is any spiritual force there, then human being has actually invoked the spiritual force into that space. Spiritual forces don't just metamorphose on their own. They are being invoked by people.
Oh, that's true.
That's just, they don't just work on their own. They lie dormant somewhere, somehow in the spiritual realm. There is someone who goes there to summon that spirit, to direct them anywhere he wants to want it to work. So I believe that's just it. And those people that actually seeing that, okay, they're not working, okay, they have good intentions before they get to office. When you have good intentions, but you can't get to office, but someone, somewhere, somehow
helps you to get there
into that state, you are indebted.
You are answerable to the person.
You're answerable to that person. So I think more or less for Nigeria to work, we have people who are selfless, but they can't get to that seat because they have to get their hands stained. Because there are some people that are gatekeepers. They are there. They can't get to the seat because I think many people would not want to vote for them, but they are just behind the scene. Look for someone who everyone likes, who has this nature of is not physical attraction, but everyone accept this person. Then present this person to the people. Then you stay behind the scene, fund the whole campaign, bribe the bribeables, then install this person.
But the truth is, at some point you have to have a mind of your own.
There's no way you can
at some point because one time, some time ago, we also had a leader.
To the former governor of Lagos State.
Some time ago, we also had a leader in this country in the person of the late Umar Musa Yar'Adua, who had good intentions for Nigeria, and we saw that play out.
but it didn't last long.
We saw that play out. Probably he was sick, and then, you know, man guys go home and go and rest and meet the creator. You know, stuff like that. But then, come on now, see, until we have, my opinion still remains that my point or my view in this whole thing still remains that until we have selfless leaders who are willing to serve, who have the interests of the people at heart. Even if you have a godfather, see, even if you have a godfather,
100 naira eko, Esamba seko. 100 naira eko. Ẹ̀sán bọ́ seko.
youth protested. The reason why they went on the street was didn't the government didn't heed to it. They didn't heed to it.
Yeah.
They just did what they felt was okay for them.
And also, subsidy removal is the best economic decision to reduce Nigeria's debt. That's coming from LCCI. But I think are Nigerians ready to bear the burdens of subsidy removal? Because the fuel price might be going up to 750 naira.
That would be so bad. For someone like me now, traveling to the east is like, God, can I do this? I remember when we come to Lagos with 3,500. You enter Lagos, you have 4,000. You're in Lagos. Then from 4,000, we started entering 5,000 to 6,500 to 7,000. Now I have someone that traveled as at yesterday. He said he went to the east with 13,000 naira, and
wow.
it was on a night bus. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So imagine now going home to go meet your people or going to do one or two things where you're coming from. Would you have to start thinking, how am I going to waste this kind of money?
Start saving up.
You need to start saving up just to go. And it's like the same country. It's not as if you're traveling out. It's not as if you're going to Benin Republic or you're going to Ghana or Togo or something. Just your own country still,
Yeah, so at times that's why I say I think the problem we have in this country is that problem from our leaders is that there is a lot of misplaced priorities. Now look at this $800 million that they said the subsidy what was it called, relief subsidy palliative to the people. Now you want to remove subsidy, which might cause a hike in petrol price to 750. What are you supposed to do in that way? You have to create another means for the people to get this electricity. Fix electricity. Nobody will worry about 750 or 1,000 naira.
And mind you, we are entering rainy season already. And in this period, our national grid always collapse
every time. So now you're giving 5,000 naira to the people. Would the people actually spread this 5,000 naira on their wires or something, or put it on the transformer to generate light for them? At times when you give money, direct money to the people, you are killing them. You are not helping them. Fix electricity. Let people have at least up to 18 hours constant electricity at first, because Nigeria now we need to move gradually. It's not as if all of a sudden everybody will have constant electricity 24 hours. It's not possible. It's not possible in the shortest period of time. But increase it. If you can have 18 hours, even 15 hours during the day while we are working, while we need the electricity the most, let us have it. By that time, if we are having constant electricity, nobody will be thinking, even if you increase the fuel price to 1,000 naira per litre, because people would not need to even go and buy it at all. Or let's say on a rare occasion where probably the light has issues, because they can still be having issues, maybe once in a blue moon. Maybe that's when they can now say, okay, because we have been enjoying this light, okay, let's say we can go and buy the fuel now for 700 naira or 800 naira per litre. But if there is no light, constant electricity, then you remove fuel subsidy and fuel becomes 750. I don't think the people will even want to come out for the next election.
But the question is, why would we, an oil producing country, buy fuel for 700 plus?
Well, I think some countries are actually buying fuel at a higher rate more than Nigeria.
But why?
Even for the fact that because Nigeria now we've subsidized the fuel price. We are not paying up to what we are supposed to be paying. There's the government actually putting funds into the price also, so we are not paying all the full this thing. So the government want to actually remove that subsidy. They don't want to subsidize it anymore. So we will be the one having to carry all the burden and pay for the full price. Is not a bad idea, but the subsidy you are removing, where are you taking it into? Are you putting it into your pocket, or you are keeping it into your own bank account, or you are channeling it into making electricity work? Let us have at least 18 hours electricity in Nigeria. Nobody will care about the price of petrol that way. How many people are buying petrol in the US and the UK? How many of them are buying? Because they have constant electricity. Because people will tell you, okay, for so many months now, for so many years, they've not taken light. And even they are taking light here, like Nigeria, they will be queuing to buy petrol for their generators at home. If it is just for their cars, there's no way. And even now, there's electric cars.
Okay, that is it. I think our in-house analyst, Mr. Christian Chukwu, will be joining us just right now. The truth is, Nigeria as a country, I believe we can do much better. We need to do better, not just for ourselves. Okay, Mr. Christian is here. Hello, Mr. Christian. Good morning.
Good morning. us on the program. We would like you to contribute to some of the headlines for today.
Okay.
All right. The Labour Party factional chairman Apapa coming out to say that Obi is not qualified to
To
rule
be Nigerian
Nigeria.
president.
What do you think about that?
The Apapa-Led National Working Committee organized a meeting and made him the national chairman of the Labour Party. Then it was suspicion. So I know that is the Labour Party chairman, Nigerian Labour Congress chairman, to rescue and extended the tenure of Abure to 12 months and also suspended Apapa. I think it is becoming the plan to stabilize the Labour Party and by example, many hands are pointing towards the particular party, but it's not confirmed yet. But I believe that this guy, Ajero, is somebody that we need to watch out for. I wish the Labour Party chairman during the time of Buhari would have activity in the chairman of the economy.
Yeah, also, the LCCI coming out to say that subsidy removal is the best economic decision to reduce Nigeria's debt. What do you think, considering the side effect of removing the subsidy?
On most of the money diverted. We don't know how much the actual liters of petrol we consume and the amount being paid to marketers and also those that import crude oil or fuel. Transparency. Whether you remove subsidy or not, will the government be transparent enough to let the normal money that is accrued to this fuel or diesel that is imported be paid? You know what about governance is when a government spends a particular amount of money and it does not tell you that I spend it, they can inflate the budget, they can inflate the price, they can inflate anything. So it is instead the government that is making subsidy removal to of the government, and the non-transparent methods they use that make people don't subscribe to them, whether even removing or even adding subsidy.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Christian Chiku.
Thank you so much. We'll be calling on Mr. Matthew. Let's also hear what he has to say on this issue of it will be not qualified to be Nigerian. Because this topic alone is raising a lot of
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, good morning, sir.
All right, Mr. Matthew, thank you for joining us on the program. We would like you to contribute to this major headline. The Apapa-Led Labour Party faction saying that Obi is not qualified to rule Nigeria. What do you think about that?
I don't know whether we are going to the stage where the program is not considered to cause of government revision. On judgment on individuals.
Okay, thank you. And also, the American Center Director saying that Orji Uzokalu is the right man for the Senate presidency. What do you think? What do you think of that, and who do you think is the right person? Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Matthew. We appreciate your comment this morning. Thank you, Mr. Matthew.
All right,
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we'll be coming to the end of the program. We've come to the end of the program today. Till we come your way again tomorrow for another edition of the program Lagos this morning. I remain my humble self, Olajide Taufik Olamide.
Yes, this is me, Gladys Aleze, saying thank you so much to all our viewers for always staying tuned in to Flip TV, and also those that dropped their comments on the comment section. We have the likes of Mrs. Gladys Oyabo. We have
Mr. Olawale, Push Mom, and the likes, and also those who called in Mr. Samuel, Chima, Mr. Matthew, and also our in-house analyst,
Christian Chuku. Want to say a big thank you. Stay tuned next for other updates we have.
All right. Until see you again tomorrow, do stay safe and also make sure you have a great day ahead. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
100 naira eko, 10 bus eko.